The U.S. election on November 3 is an elephant-donkey war. However, due to the new coronavirus epidemic, there has been a rush to vote in advance. Even then, the main battle will be on November 3. Before that, let's find out some interesting facts about the U.S. presidential election. Fact number 1. The U.S. presidential election is on Tuesday. The rule for voting on the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November was introduced in 1845. That was done thinking about the farmers of the country. Government officials calculated that it would take a day for farmers to go to the polls. Again, Sunday was the day to pray in church. With this in mind, the official day of polling was fixed on Tuesday, excluding Monday. Fact number 2. The President of the United States is elected by the electoral vote. Votes cast by voters, popular votes, there sometimes become worthless. It has been seen that a candidate may have got more popular votes, but he has not become the President of the United States due to fewer electoral votes. In history, such incidents have not happened less than 5 times in total. In the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton had to lose even though she got more popular votes than Donald Trump. Al Gore had similarly lost to George W. Bush in 2000. The first such incident took place in 1824. Seabor's Andrew Jackson won the popular vote. But John Quincy Adams won the election and became president. The same fate befell Samuel Tilden in 1876 and Grover Cleveland in 1888. They could not become president even after getting more popular votes. Fact number 3. Only 13 U.S. presidents were elected in the second round and were full-time presidents in both terms. But Franklin D. Roosevelt was the longest-serving president in the history of the United States. He was President of the United States for 4 terms. However, this is before the 22nd Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. After that amendment, this path was closed. Fact number 4. If Joe Biden wins the election and becomes President of the United States, he will be the oldest president in the country. Biden is now 77 years old. Donald Trump also holds such a record. In 2016, at the age of 70, Trump was sworn in as president for the first time. That was the age at which he became the oldest president. John F. Kennedy, on the other hand, holds the record for being the youngest president of the United States. At the age of 43, he was elected President of the United States. Fact number 5. Hillary Clinton, the last presidential candidate, was the first woman to be nominated for the presidency. However, Victoria Udall became the first woman to run for President of the United States. That was in 1872. Interestingly, at that time women did not have the right to vote in the presidential election. In 1920, American women gained the right to vote in presidential elections. Fact number 6. Under the U.S. Constitution, fulfilling 3 conditions is essential to becoming president. These are: number 1, must be at least 35 years old; number 2, must have lived in the United States for at least 14 years; and number 3, must be a U.S. citizen by birth. Fact number 7. How much would the U.S. politicians burn to be elected president? However, without taking the risk of the election on his shoulders, he became a vice president and later the president. This lucky man is Gerald Ford. Ford took over as acting vice president. In the same way, Ford had to take on that responsibility when Richard Nixon resigned as president. Gerald Ford became the President of the United States without being elected in this way. Fact number 8. In height, the longest president of the United States is Abraham Lincoln. His height was 6 feet 4 inches. And the shortest president was James Madison. His height was 5 feet 4 inches. Fact number 9. In the United States, he was the only unmarried president. He is James Buchanan. But there is also a divorced president. There are two on this list, Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump. Although Trump is now married, he has divorced his ex-wife twice before. Fact number 10. There is a difference between red and blue in the United States. The states that have the most supporters of the Democratic Party is called the blue state. And the states that have the most Republican supporters are called the red state. Fact number 11. In the history of the United States, 8 presidents have died in the official office. 4 of them were killed by the assassins. The other 4 died of illness. Fact number 12. The turnout in the United States is much lower than in developed countries. The United States ranks far below this list. As a developed country, the turnout in the United States is around 60%. Fact number 13. Votes also come from space in the U.S. presidential election. U.S. astronauts working on the International Space Station also voted in the election. Ballot papers reached them by email. Space voting was first introduced in 1997, which is still going on. So far today, be sure to comment on our video, and if you like the video, be sure to press the like button and share it with your friends. And to get all such videos, subscribe to our channel. To get a notification, press the bell button beside the subscribe button.